Assalamualaikum everyone, this is Jinia and Manzil. Today we will talk about the most severe preterm birth complication, sleep apnea, and we'll show its detection method with proper market analysis. At first, let's see how actually premature baby acts. You may notice that your premature baby will cry softly if it has any trouble in the breathing. This is because its respiratory system is still immature and other immature organs in the body may not get enough oxygen. To ensure it doesn't happen, doctors will keep it under close observation, watching its breathing and heart rate. If it needs any help in the breathing, then it may be given extra oxygen or special equipment such as ventilator or CPAP to support its breathing system. Report about newborn fatality says that first 28 days in neonatal period is the most vulnerable time for child survival. According to a record of 2020, average global rate of death of neonates in first month is 17 deaths per 1,000 and within 1 year it is 11 deaths per 1,000 neonates, whereas only 9 in 1,000 for 1 to 5 years old children. Some most common complications in premature babies are respiratory distress syndrome, chronic lung disease, apnea, retinopathy of prematurity, jaundice, and so on. Among all these, apnea can be considered as the most severe one, as almost all infants who are born before 28 weeks have apnea, and its possibility is 85% for them who are born before 30 weeks, and before 34 weeks it is 20%. It is a pause in breathing for 20 seconds or longer, but if the pause in breathing lasts less than 20 seconds, normally it is not considered as apnea, but it can make baby's heart beat more slowly and he turns pale or bluish. During our visit in the NSU in DMC, we got to know that every night 1 or 2 babies die only because the doctors cannot detect the apnea timely. Normally, one doctor and one nurse are on duty who have to observe about 30 to 40 babies. Even if it takes only 5 seconds to check on a single baby, then almost it takes 2 minutes to get back to the first one. So within this interval of 2 minutes, when a baby has apnea, it won't be detected and can lose its life. Also, it's not possible to keep checking manually all day or night long. So we designed a system for apnea detection in premature babies with acceleration sensor and vibration motor, along with the help of machine learning to alert both the doctor and the patient. In our design, our device continuously records the acceleration on the diaphragm by using an acceleration sensor placed on the patient's diaphragm. When apnea is detected, a signal is sent to the central system. There, with the help of machine learning using the designed apnea detection algorithm, a signal will be sent to the alarm system, which will make the doctors alert, and to the vibration motor on the feet of the patient, and keeps on vibrating until the patient starts breathing again. The doctor will also get notification if the apnea is detected. Finally, the whole system will be combined with the incubator. But in case apnea is detected in 2 babies at the same time, the doctor or nurse outside the NICU will get notifications through the HIS immediately to assist the babies. Now, the SWOT analysis shows that the project is quite feasible and convincing to carry on.
We bridge the gap between monitoring needs and monitoring devices in an ICU, increasing efficiency and decreasing attendant workload. We propose a service-centric based, patient-centric business model, which means the success of this project should be measured with life saved, quality of life improved, and increase of trust rather than units sold and revenue generated. This leads to increased engagement, enhanced knowledge sharing, better decision making, patient and doctor satisfaction. Our main stakeholders, medical facilities as collaborators and customers all over Bangladesh, and the doctors as their ease of use and satisfactions are very important to us, and the patient and their family members as amount of life saved will organically build the trust of our product. In the market studies, we have identified 2,295 medical facilities, including 429 Upazila health complexes. Of these, 256 facilities have ICU systems but lacking NICU infrastructures. These are our SAM, Serviceable Accessible Market. Lastly, we have identified 77 SOM, Serviceable Obtainable Market, which have working as NICU systems and will be easily accessible. For the pre-launch strategy, we will obtain triple M method: awareness, acquisition, and activation. Firstly, making public aware about neonatal apnea, SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, and overall the need of the product. Then, for the acquisition, we will involve few leading doctors in the development by training them through multiple seminars. And finally, for activation, free of cost installation in public NICU will be performed for gaining trust beyond this one-time event. And after the launch, we will retain our stakeholders. After the launch, we have to retain our stakeholders through engagement. As revenue starts coming in, our team will also focus on building trust of doctors and start referral methods. The first phase of our project will be completed in 5 quarters. In the first quarter, we will complete legal and insurance requirement, signed MOU with hospitals, develop the demo version with the use of a simulator. In the second quarter, we will deploy version 0 without the ML predictions and collect the breathing data from the NICU, train the machine learning model and evaluate our performance. In the third quarter, we will complete the development of our version 1. The clinical trial and certification will be also done. In the first quarter of the next year, we will launch the digital marketing campaign, launch the version 1 in our SOMs, and conduct seminars. In the last quarter, we will evaluate our stakeholders' response, start the SM activation, and also the version 2 development. In the product development phase, the cost is significantly higher than the revenue, but after the launch, the revenue will start growing and we will eventually hit the break-even point. But in the SOM saturation point, the number of available NICUs will run out and our project will see a dip in revenue and also the cost to access the SAM. The decrease in cost in SAM access is because of the lack of approachable hospitals, and which will lead us to develop the version 2 of our product. And when the version 2 is developed and launched, both the revenue and cost will grow as the need of better product will emerge. Here we show a detailed budget with the human resource and material equipment showing that we need 41,20,000 Bangladeshi taka for the first phase of our development and marketing. In our initial funding requirements, we will spend 40% in the research and development, 20% in the human resources, 20% in the production, 10% in the digital and after sales service, and 10% in the outreach. Our purpose and goal aligns with UN's MDG, Millennial Development Goal 4 and 5, reducing child mortality and improving maternal health, and SDG, Sustainable Development Goal number 3, good health and well-being.